Guys, the Chickens here, bringing you another Rush Wars video. In today's video, guys, we're going to show you how we were easily able to get over 3,000 stars and what you can do to get into, we're going to claim these, to get into the Destroyer League as fast as you can. So a couple things about, one thing about reaching the Destroyer League is that is how high you need to progress in order to be affected by the season reset. So what you can do if you know the... like you can see right here under league progress where it says 13 days, 8 hours. If this said 2 hours, to avoid the reset, I would probably just go back a few stars to avoid getting reset back to like 1,500 or 1,800, whatever it resets you to. Does it tell you here? At the end of each league, yeah, you lose 50% of your stars above 3,000. So just like if you're in that range, make sure that, that you just... well, actually, there's no way to lose stars in the game as of now. So, once you're over to Destroyer League, congratulations! You're gonna get hit with the season reset, and there's nothing you can do. So, how we were able to get up here this quickly is basically, you know, it's very basic. So this is more if you're like new to the game or whatever. But the things you need to focus on are your upgrades, and the biggest thing about your upgrades is you need to watch this. If you're not spending money on the game, it's actually very difficult to have a good storage of gold just simply from attacking, because you typically don't get that high of offers, and you kind of even out on the gold that you have to spend to find the attack initially. So let's just get into some battles and have a little hashtag chicken chat about this. Guys, I'm still in the new studio room. If I streamed this the other day, but nobody watched it, so there's a really bad echo. That's where I was going with that. So just ignore that for now. I know it's there, but it will be sorted out soon. So you want to focus on what troops that you're using, what cards you want to upgrade, and you know, it's not like there's a set out meta from when you start the game. Like there's certain troops like the ones I'm using that are just a lot stronger than other ones, but it's not to say you can't use troops and Zukas and like hotshots, especially. Like more or less all the troops are viable. It's just whatever troops you upgrade are going to be the ones that you end up using. So it makes a lot more sense to be careful about your upgrades so you're not wasting gold just upgrading everything that becomes available. I do that because the Chicken's a dirty gemmer and I have a ton of gold, so it doesn't matter what I spend my upgrades on. I have enough loot to do it. So you want to be careful about that. You just want to pick the troops that you like using for the most part. You know, there are going to be some that are better than others. Like I would say out of the gate, hotshot, bazookas, troops, shields, tanks, and then once you get the later stuff unlocked, like helipods and laser guys, I would focus more so on those. And jetpacks as well are very useful. The gorilla, not so much. The plumbing van, not so much. Pitcher's really great at the very start, but then she kind of she gets countered by a lot of other cards like fairly easily. And she can't hit air troops, which makes her kind of bad. So the troops that can hit air troops are, just in these first ones, are basically everyone except the pitcher, the gorilla, and the plumbing van. Everything else can hit air troops. So you want to be careful about that, just when you're on defense. And then the next biggest thing is to upgrade your defense. So you can use troops on defense as well, so it kind of goes hand in hand. But you want to make sure that you're always setting up your gold mine. They respawn like every 36, 24 hours. I think it's every 24 hours. So you want to make sure that you're doing that so you don't miss out on chances to defend. That's probably the biggest thing, honestly, because most of your stars in Rush Wars will come from defenses. That's just how the game works right now. You know, whether you like that or not, that's just kind of how it's set up at the moment. Maybe that will change because it's still like in beta right now. But from what I understand, they want to keep the game less... you know, less like hard. Like they wanted the game to be easy to pick up for everyone to just, you know, pick up and play. So for those reasons, I don't think that they're probably going to change how that works on defense. But the biggest thing on defense is just to make sure your gold mine is reset, that you're using your highest level troops on defense, and that you're not ignoring your defensive upgrades. Because that's really going to hold you back. Like if you're not upgrading your cannons and your Gatling guns and your mortars especially, then you're going to be really... you're just gonna be, it's not gonna be far behind, but you're gonna be missing out on a lot of stars that you could easily be getting just by simply upgrading and placing those troops out. And make sure that you have like a decent base spread out, so you have counters to things like tanks and things that fly, And as long as you can counter, like if you can counter both of those things, you're probably going to be okay. And the best defensive guy right now is the laser, in my opinion, because he can hit air and ground. He does a lot of damage. He does splash damage, so he kind of covers you against everything. For lower levels, pitchers are actually okay. The only problem with pitchers we already talked about is that they can't hit air defenses. So you just, and you also got to switch it up to what works. If you're using something and it sucks, and you're not getting, like if you're not getting a lot of defensive stars, you're doing something wrong. Either your layout is whack, or your defenses are too poorly upgraded. So another really great defense is the rocket truck that can eat troops alive if they're not paying attention to it. In terms of commanders, I mean, unlock them, upgrade them, you're going to do better. The coach guy is supposed to be... actually, I don't think there's any different levels of rarity. I think it's just one, like you have the same chance of unlocking any commander. It's just at different HQ levels. You have the opportunity to unlock different ones. But the coach is great with the siren, especially with just using troops. So the defenses I would upgrade first. I would go with the mortar first, then the cannon, then probably the Gatling gun. I would stay away from things like walls at low levels. They don't really help. Sneaky ninjas are okay because I believe the level that you get your bonus defenses from, we'll show you that in a sec, are scaled to what level you actually have them as. So if we go over here, you want to find a good a good team. I forget what they're called in this game, if they're clans or English. Yeah, team info. So it is team, whatever. So you get defensive bonus items. So I already have mine built from before, so I'm not going to place it again right now, and I don't want to lose the gold. We'll talk about that again in a sec. So you want to join a good team that's always doing research. It's literally just going up, clicking that button, and I think it's like 60 gold it costs to put like 2 research in, and then everybody gets a bonus defensive item. So you want to make sure that you have that. It's usually just a bomber or a sneaky ninja, but it's definitely worth having. So we're going to show you guys right here how powerful the rocket truck is. It might destroy us. But yeah, you want to make sure that you're in a good team for that. And what else? Yeah, you want to make sure you're doing your research. You want to make sure you're getting your bonus item. And there was one other thing I was going to say. I forget what it is now. But either way, look at this helipod, guys. He's crazy. He's so good. He just crushes everything. And then, for airdrops, just stick with what's working. If it's siren and a medkit, or if it's 2 sirens, go for it. Personally, I think the invisibility one is the strongest. If you can get that one unlocked sooner than later, you're probably going to win more battles. You should be getting 2 to 3 stars for each battle. If you're consistently getting 1 star, 1 star, 1 star loss, something like that, then your troops are probably under leveled for the league that you're in, or you're just doing something wrong on your attacks. But yeah, so you make sure that you're participating in your dominations, make sure that you're doing your team research. So here, we'll show you how to do it right now. So I think the sneaky ninja is probably the best out of all of them. So then you donate gold, and then you can do it 2 times, and then everybody's able to use that defense on their base. So definitely worth doing. And yeah, that was essentially how I was able to hit 3,000 trophies fairly quickly. And I haven't been super grindy on the game just yet. I've been very busy the last week or so. So I haven't been able to put as much time into Rush Wars as I would have liked. But that being said, it still applies to, everything that we said, more or less. Okay, so we're going to make everyone invisible. Look how good the invisibility is. They're stuck in a corner, so we kind of got screwed there. And yeah, the pitchers, they're going to kind of make us eat our words here. But see, the fact that they don't do any air damage really makes them... sure, they took out the tank and the laser, but I mean, we still crushed them fairly easily. The helipod is probably my favorite troop in the game right now. He's just, he's just so strong, and anything that flies is going to be hard to counter, especially when you're at lower levels. So we're going to open up another box, and we got 2 heals in that one. Nice. So yeah, that's the chickens, tips and tricks to get to Destroyer League. And once you get to Destroyer League, I mean, it's great that you made it up there, but it also sucks because now you get hit with the season reset. So now you're playing Rush Wars. So guys, let me know what you think of that down below in the comment section. Let me know what you want to see in the next Rush Wars video down below in that comment section. As always, thank you so much for watching. That is going to wrap up the video today. Make sure to leave a like if you found it interesting, entertaining, or informative. And we'll see you next one. Guys, check it out.